Hello all, welcome to Selenium Python Training Series. In this session, we are going to continue creating the framework that is Behave BDD Hybrid Framework with Page Object Model. This is part 6 of this framework creation series. So till now, in the previous parts, we have created the framework, the normal framework containing the behavior, BDD capabilities, and also in the last two parts, we have implemented the page object model design pattern into this normal framework. Now, in this part 6, we are going to implement the data-driven testing. Okay, so that is nothing but data-driven framework. Also, you can say we are going to implement the data-driven framework things into the existing normal framework. By implementing this data-driven thing into this framework, that is data-driven framework thing into this normal framework, this normal framework will become a hybrid. Hybrid means containing different type of things like data-driven framework thing, behave BDD thing, page object model design pattern. If you put into a single framework, that framework will become ultimately it will become a hybrid framework. Okay. So that is part 6 that I'm going to implement. Okay. To convert this normal framework into a hybrid framework, I'm going to implement the data-driven framework things. So for that, I'll switch to this PyCharm IDE where we have this so far created framework in, okay. So far created framework containing behavior, BDD things and page object model design pattern things. So now let's implement the data-driven things into this existing framework. For that, I'll pick one of the feature file that is login.feature file. In that, I'll pick one of the scenario that is this first scenario in the login.feature file, login with valid credentials. So before I convert this into a data-driven thing, first let me parameterize. Okay, first I'll show you how to parameterize this particular scenario in the feature file. The parameterization. The next step for parameterization will be data-driven. Okay, so first we'll parameterize this, then we'll convert that into a data-driven thing. Okay, so how to parameterize this? So here, if you see this in the login, in the first scenario, if you see this, I enter valid email and valid password. Are you passing this email address and password, that is valid email address and valid password from this particular step in this scenario of the feature file? You are not doing that. Rather, the valid email address, valid password are directly provided in the step definition method. For example, for login, we have this login.py as a step. Here we have something. I enter valid email address, valid password. Here you are hard coding it, right? You are not passing this valid email address, valid password from here. Rather, you are passing directly here. You are hard coding in the script. If you want to get this particular valid email address, valid password from this step, then we need to parameterize this step. How? Here, do one thing. Here, instead of email, provide double quote. Instead of valid password also, you provide. Otherwise, you write something like this, okay? Valid email address as double quote, valid password as double quote. This is the best way. And here, you pass this email address. Copy this email address and pass it from here. From the step itself, you are passing the data into the, okay? Whenever you want to pass another data, you can modify the email address here, okay? This is a valid password. And you are providing that here into the fields. Now, this step need to match this step. For that, we have to change these things here. I enter valid email address as here in double quotes, provide curly braces and receive whatever the data that is being sent from here. The curly braces mention that email. And here valid password as double quotes, whatever that is there, you have to depict the same thing. Email address as double quotes, valid password as double quotes. In double quotes, again write the curly braces that you want to receive that into one of the parameter in this particular method. So here you say password. Okay. Now this email, you put it here. This password, you put it here as a second parameter. Now instead of hard coding it, now pass this email here and pass this password here. That's it. We have successfully parameterized the test already. And the email and password are not hard coded here anymore. Rather, you are receiving the email from this step of this scenario of this feature file, and you are getting the password also from the step itself of the feature file. Okay. Now, after parameterizing this particular scenario in this feature file, let's run only this scenario. Say only, okay. Only I'll give, okay. Just some is user defined only, right? You can give anything. Just I want to run only this particular scenario to see whether after parameterizing this and passing these things from the step, after parameterizing this scenario and passing the values from the step of this feature file scenario, things are still working fine or not. I want to check. For that, I'll go to the terminal and say CLS and I'll say behave space features space hyphen tags is equal to give the tag control V. Sorry, control V. It's gone. Let me do that again. This only right, copy this and paste it here. Now it got pasted properly. So tag hyphen tags is called only the tag name only I just mentioned. Press enter, only one scenario should run, that is this scenario. And if it works fine, that means parameterization is successful. Let's see whether the test is running properly or not. After parameterizing that, only one scenario will run here. Because we have filtered it with help of tags, we are running with help of the tags. So it's working fine. If it is passing means we are good. We have successfully parameterized. Okay. So on the top of parameterizing this, now let's go to the next level, that is a data-driven thing. Okay, let's implement the data-driven thing. How to implement the data-driven thing for this particular scenario? Here, instead of passing only one set of data, that is one username, one email, and one password, I would like to run this particular test with multiple sets of data. To run this particular scenario with multiple sets of data, here I have to change the keyword from scenario to scenario outline. You will get an error that's expected. The scenario outline should be accompanied by one more keyword from Gherkin language, that is examples keyword. Once you write examples here, the error will be gone. Under the examples, okay, here, under the examples, here, provide the pipe symbol like this. The first part, you say don't pass this data here, simply say email. And here you say password. Here email, here password. Okay, that's it. Email and password. This email, you provide that with less than and greater than symbols. Here password also provide with less than and greater than symbols. Now you can pass multiple sets of email and password. Okay, how many sets of data you pass here, that many number of times this particular scenario will run. That makes this scenario a data driven, right? Based on how many sets of data is there, the data is driving the test. Okay, if you have 5 sets of data, this scenario is going to run 5 times. So here I'll pass this email, and here I'll pass this password. Under that, again, type symbol. And here I have to pass some data here. Let's pass some data. So I will take the data from somewhere. So I'll go to download sign. There's an Excel file, if I remember, that should have the data. That data I'll provide instead of creating fresh data in the application, right? So this is the data I'll take. Copy this email and I'll pass it from here. Pass this and just press tab here so that it is organized well. Pipe and password. What is the password? This is the password. Tab. Now similarly, again pipe, another set of email. These are valid credentials. Okay, that's why I'm copying from here. These 3 are the valid credential set of data. So here password is second to. And, third one, we'll take this one. 3 sets of valid credentials I'm giving here. Again, one more tab you have to write here because it's not. Okay, now here, this one, second, 3. Okay, now run this particular scenario. Now run this particular scenario and see that it's going to run 3 times because I have provided 3 sets of data. So again, using the same tag name, I'll run this. So just see that the same test need to run 3 times with the multiple sets of, for every set of data, it should run 1 time. So behave features, okay, space hyphen tags is equal to only. And press enter. 3 tests should run. Same test should run 3 times. Okay. First set of data I should run, then second set of data I should run, then third set of data I should run. The same scenario should run 3 times. It's different sets. You see, with sample 1, it's running. You can see here, sample1@gmail.com, second one. Okay, credentials. Now the same scenario is going to run for second time for the second set of data. This is what is called as data driven. And now we have implemented the data driven framework capabilities into the existing framework. That is Behave BDD Page Object Model framework. Now it becomes a hybrid framework because of that. You see, sample 2, second 2. Now with third set of data, the scripts are going to run. Let's see. Now the third set of data. Done. See, the same test or scenario got executed thrice and everything got passed. So with this, we have successfully implemented the data-driven things or data-driven framework into the existing framework, and now the framework has become hybrid officially. So that's all for this session. In the next session, I'm going to take the framework to the next level. Okay. So see you in the next session. Thank you.